A love beyond status. Clara Bennett never imagined her life would bring her to the grand doors of the Harrington estate. After her father fell ill, she needed a job, any job, to keep the bills paid. So when she was hired as a live-in maid for the Harringtons, one of the wealthiest families in town, she promised herself to stay professional, quiet, and invisible. That was easy, until she met Lucas Harrington, the young CEO who had recently returned from abroad to manage the family business. He wasn't what she expected. Instead of being arrogant or cold, Lucas was calm, polite, and always greeted her with a soft, "Good morning, Miss Bennett." His voice was deep and warm, and his smile had a way of making her heart skip a beat. Still, Clara kept her distance. Falling for her boss was not an option, but fate, it seemed, had other plans. One rainy afternoon, as Clara polished the glass railing on the second floor, her foot slipped. She would have fallen if strong arms hadn't caught her in time. She looked up, startled, to see Lucas's worried face inches from hers. "Are you all right?" he asked, still holding her close. Her cheeks burned. "Yes, sir, thank you," he smiled gently. "Then call me Lucas. Sir makes me feel ancient." From that day, something shifted between them. He'd find small excuses to talk to her, asking how her father was or if she'd eaten. Sometimes they'd meet in the kitchen late at night, both unable to sleep, sharing quiet conversations over tea. Lucas learned that Clara loved to read but could never afford books. So one morning, she found a small gift on the counter, a novel she'd once mentioned wanting to read. There was no note, just a simple bookmark with her name written in his elegant handwriting. Her heart melted. Still, she tried to remind herself of reality. He was her employer, and she was just a maid. The difference between their worlds was too great. One evening, as she finished dusting his study, Lucas entered. "Clara," he said softly, "you've been avoiding me lately." "I'm sorry, Mr. Harrington." "I didn't mean to." He stepped closer. "Lucas," he corrected again. "You can call me Lucas." Her eyes met his. "It's not right," she whispered. "You're my boss." He reached out, gently brushing a strand of hair from her face. "And you're the woman who's been in my thoughts every single day." Titles don't change that tears welled in her eyes. "People will talk." "Let them," he said, smiling tenderly. "Because for once, I'd rather follow my heart than my reputation." And then he kissed her. Softly, carefully, like a promise. Months later, when Clara walked through the mansion halls again, it wasn't as a maid, but as Clara Harrington, the woman who had taught Lucas that love doesn't care about status, only about the heart that dares to feel it.